In other lectures, we considered the qualities of good photography, but there's another important piece to consider when we're working with our pictures, and that is how we can caption them to make them most useful and interesting for our audience. And that is where P20 Captions come into play. Our target here starts at the 1 level with being able to write a caption that identifies the people involved. So at bare minimum, you should be able to label it by the people who are in that picture. At the 2 level, you're also adding some basic information about what's going on. Let's not assume that 50 years from now we're all going to remember what was going on in these pictures. It's helpful to give a brief description as to what was in fact happening when the picture was taken. At a 3 level, you can write an engaging caption, and we'll talk about what that means. And at a 4 level, your caption complements the story or the theme, or the theme. So you've got a couple different options to go there. So there's a basic formula for a good caption, and it is going to be a 2-sentence caption. Okay, 2 sentences. That is key here. In the first sentence, you'll have basic information, such as who is pictured, and that will include the grade, and then what those people are doing. Now, if you've got a group of more than 5 people, you may not need to label every single person unless you have room to do so, so do bear that in mind. You might choose to simply label the people who are most in focus. The second sentence is going to be our supplementary information sentence, and this is where engagement comes into play, right? Our 2 level for this caption is that you can give the basic information. That's your very first sentence. Our 3 level requires that engaging piece. That's number 2 sentence. You might include stats from the event, quotes from students who are involved, emotional reactions, or connections to the story to help us understand how that picture fits into the greater scheme of things. Here's an example for you in a picture from a previous year's book. We could write for this as a caption, Mr. Klingbeil explains income taxes to consumers math. We've got who is involved, Mr. Klingbeil, his consumers math class, and what they're doing. They're learning about income taxes. Then for my secondary sentence, we could have, quote, Jeannie Cap, senior, notice I'm still labeling by grade, said consumers math is the best math class I've taken. It teaches real-life skills everyone needs to know. Now let's say that our story for this particular topic was about how practical this particular class is. This quote is now helping add on to that information. And that makes this particular caption a 4-level caption.